Imagine if you could effortlessly tackle all of your most challenging tasks, conquer your fears, and unlock your full potential. What if I told you that there is a way to trick your brain to not only tolerate the things that you don't like, but to make it also enjoyable? Imagine being able to enjoy doing the hard things and making progress like never before. In this mind-blowing video, I'm going to be sharing with you some unconventional techniques that you might have not have heard of before. These are some of the techniques that I use personally to hack my own brain based on my own methodology, and that's helping me achieve a lot more in less time with a very small, simple and nimble team that I have. These strategies have actually helped me fall in love with the process of doing the hard things and not worrying about the result. The result will come. So let's get started. So I want you to imagine that there is a mobile phone. In a mobile phone, there is an operating system and then there are applications in the phone. Now let's say the operating system on your mobile phone is outdated. You've not updated it for more than 3 to 5 years. But you open up the App Store and you want to install the latest application or whatever application that you want to use. Now what's going to happen is there could be two things that will happen. Number one is the application will not install at all. That's the first option. Or the second option is if you install the application, it will be very, very slow. And the reason why the application would be slow is because that the operating system is not ready to handle the application. So there's a core issue at the base level. Now, your brain is like the operating system. If your brain is not updated to the best in the current version, then what will happen is even the most simplest things will seem hard. Whatever applications you install, whatever new information you get, you will not be able to execute that. So the first tip I would like you to think about when it comes to doing the hard things is to first update yourself internally. The question you may be asking me is, how do I update this operating system in my brain? It is by updating yourself and making yourself more current and being in the space of lifelong learning. Okay? The secret is learning something every single day and learning something new and activating the muscle in your brain to get comfortable with new things. Because most people, they are in the comfort zone, they don't like new things. They want to do only the same boring things. Now, I'm not saying the boring things or the same things are bad, but when you expand your awareness, that is the starting point to updating your operating system to receive new information. Otherwise, even the simplest things will seem hard. So the first idea I would like to share with all of you is the analogy of the mobile phone operating system and the applications, and start working on being a lifelong learner and learn something new every single day. So the second brain hack that worked for me when it comes to getting to do the hard things and enjoying the process is listening to this audio called The Strangest Secret in the World by Earl Nightingale. Earl Nightingale, he actually took the essence of the philosophy of Napoleon Hill and many of the other multi-millionaires and super successful people back in the day and recorded that into a 30 minutes audio. This 30 minutes audio has the essence of the entire personal development world. And if you listen to this every single day, you will start to shift in the way that you think. In 2018, I started to listen to this audio. And the first 90 days, I heard this audio every single day, twice in a day. In the morning when I wake up, as soon as I wake up, and just before I would go to bed. And morning just after I wake up, night before just going to bed. Because these are the two most important times in the day where you can impress upon your subconscious mind. See, if you're listening to something in midday, your mind is already thinking about many other things. You've already woken up and you're busy about your work. You're thinking about what you're going to eat for food. You're thinking about where to go out. Multiple things are running in your mind. But as soon as you wake up in the morning, your subconscious is the most receptive. And that's why most people, they recommend getting up at Brahma Muhurt at 4:35 a.m., doing meditation and clearing your consciousness and really, connecting with your inner game. Now, this is what I would recommend for all of you. If you want to really use this brain hack to do the hard things and enjoy the process, is listen to The Strangest Secret in the World as soon as you wake up. It's a 30 minutes audio. Maybe you go for a workout, you go for a walk and use that time to listen to this. And just before you sleep at night, when you're going to bed, put it in. And because when you listen to something and then go to sleep, that's going to get into your subconscious and it's going to be helping you. So this is a super duper brain hack that I know many people may know about this, but they're not following this to the T. I hope you'll be the one who will be following this. Now let's talk about the third trick that I used to trick my brain to doing the hard things. I started to control the inputs that were coming into me. I'm talking about information inputs. For example, if I'm just browsing on Netflix and I see that there is some interesting documentary, I would only watch that. But I would see a YouTube channel and then some people go random videos, and if I see there's anything that is negative, I would stay away from it. I would just completely switch it off. In fact, I don't watch any movies that are not conducive to my inner growth. Okay? Meaning, I don't watch horror, I don't watch crime, I don't watch thrillers, I don't watch any of those kind of movies, because I'm very aware that the themes of those movies actually impresses upon our subconscious mind. I don't watch negativity and news. I don't read the newspaper. And even if there is some news that is negative, I'll get to know about it, but I don't want to dwell in it. I don't want to swim in that negativity. So once you're able to control the inputs that are getting into your mind, and you are able to consciously understand that those inputs are going to be affecting the way that you think, that's a brain hack. So my recommendation to all of you here is stop watching the news, stop diving into negativity, get to know what you have to know, but be more in the creative and productive zone, and don't get into any kind of negative stories or negative dramas, because if you're watching all these TV soap operas and dramas on a daily basis, that's going to be there in your life. I've seen that the best way to not have dramas in life is to not even watch it in the first place, and of course control the inputs of your brain. And of course dramas do happen, but you'll be able to smoothly overcome it because of your positive mindedness, and you'll be able to overcome those challenges. Now the fourth tip on how I tricked my brain to doing the hard things is I became very careful on my environment. Okay, the environment consists of two things: the things in my place and the people in my space. Things like what is there in my home. Okay, as you can see, I've got some really nice things, and I'd like to keep my entire home pristine, clean, and decluttered. You know, when I moved from Bangalore to Chennai, I gave away more than 80% of my clothes and all the stuff that I was not using for a long time. And when I gave it away, I felt so good. I felt something was released, because a lot of emotion is stored in things. Everything has emotion, okay? And the more you're holding on to things and hoarding things, it is representation of the emotions that you're holding. So if you're able to live a minimalistic and a simple life, where you don't have too many things in your place, you declutter your space, and you have very few things for yourself, but have the best things for yourself, you'll be able to hack your brain to getting more stuff done. Don't ask me how it works. It works. Now, there are many people who may be your own close, near and dear ones, who love you, but who may not understand what you're doing. They may not be inclined to your visions and your goals. And whenever you associate with them, what happens? You meet them, you speak to them, they'll ask you some questions, and when you leave that conversation, you feel like pulled down, and you feel something uneasy about that whole experience, right? If you've experienced that, then those are the people you should stay away from. Respect them, be cordial, don't make it ugly, or don't be, crazy to burn the bridges. Don't do any of that stuff. But people who don't align with your goals and your visions, politely stay away from them, because the more space you give to them into your life, that's going to affect your brain from doing the things that you really need to do. So people are not aligned with your goals and visions, stay away from them and replace those people with people who are more aligned to you. Now, if you're somebody who wants to surround yourself with those kind of people, there's a link in the description. Click on that, watch my webinar, join my community, because once you're in my community, we have an amazing group of lifelong learners and action takers, and that's the best gift that you can give yourself. So when you surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who are aligned in your vision and goals, really having the similar kind of mindset for progress, for growth, for positivity, that itself will change your life. So your environment consists of two things: the actual things in your place and the people in your space. When you declutter the things and declutter the people, that is a super duper brain hack for you to do the hard things and move forward. Number 5, the fifth ultimate brain hack to really getting a lot of stuff done is to join a community. Because on your own, you only have that much of willpower. They say, right, your environment is stronger than your willpower. You may have the will to succeed, but if your environment is not conducive, it's not going to happen. And the best environment is to be a part of a community of learners, a community of people who are aligned to a particular vision and a goal that they want to move towards. So, and the better thing to do is to build your own community. So when you're part of my community, once you're in my community, you'll understand how I nurture these communities. You take these ideas and start to build your own community. That is a super brain hack, because when you're going to be learning something to teach others, you will retain that information even more than just learning for yourself. I'll repeat that. When you're learning to teach others, your retention will be higher than learning on your own. Now, that is the secret to really making it work in this space. So how do you build a community? That'll be the next question, right? You can create a simple Facebook group around your topic of interest and just make a post, share a few videos, and ask people to join that group. And as and when people join that group, once in a week, invite them to a webinar. You don't have to sell anything in the webinar, but just interact with them, give some knowledge, prepare some topic, answer questions, and let them go. See, when you're able to put yourself in service to others, and when you're able to be in the mindset of a leader who's serving others or service leadership, what's going to happen is you will hack your brain and you will start to do more. Like for example, if I did not have this YouTube channel, okay, I would just be a consumer of YouTube videos. But because I have this YouTube channel, when I'm consuming other videos, I'm taking ideas so that I can present that to my own audience. So my growth has happened multifold by just being a creator, by just creating this content. So the best way to trick your brain and to do the hard things is to start spending more time in creating, and more importantly, by creating a community. Because when you create a community of your own, when you nurture a community of your own, you'll be looking forward to sharing new information with them. They'll be wanting to learn more from you. And then because they need to learn from you, you'll do preparation for that. And then you'll start to give your heart and soul into this. So building a community is the 5th tip. And now let's come to the 6th most important point. How do you trick your brain to doing the hard things? Now, there are many people who are very rigid in their thinking. They are very rigid in their thought process. They are not willing to budge. They are the people who break. They say, when something is so rigid, it can break easily. But when something is flexible like a bamboo tree, no matter what winds blow, it is still able to be very flexible because of how the bamboo is. Okay. Now, similarly, when it comes to you growing and doing the hard things, be fixed on your vision, but be flexible on your methods. For example, I have a vision to take this channel to multiple millions. And in my mind, I've tried multiple methods. And if some method does not work, I should be flexible enough to change that method. Same applies in business. Same applies in relationships. Same applies in money. Same applies in career. Maybe in your career, you want to grow in your career and achieve really good financial results. But if something is not working, change the method. It's a very simple formula. Do more of what's working and stop doing what's not working. It's as simple as this. But most people don't stop because they can't say no. When you have the power to say no, new doors will open up. Let me tell you this. When you have the power to say no to people, to situations, to projects that are not aligning with what you really want to do, new doors will open up. It may seem a little bitter, it may seem a little tough when you're doing that, but then only when you do that, your next level will open up. So if you have to do the hard things, you got to make the hard decisions. It's not going to happen on its own. So be fixed on your vision on where you want to go, but be flexible on how you get there. Don't be too hard on yourself. Take life cool, just don't take life too seriously. Okay, we are all anyway going through a continuous journey of evolution. And when you are able to find the brilliance in every single situation that might have happened in your life in the past or that's happening right now, when you're able to find the gift in every situation, when you're able to live in gratitude is a fuel to really making every single thing happen. Because imagine you wake up every day and you say, thank you, God, thank you, Creator, thank you, Universe, for giving me another day to live. Thank you so much for giving me the air to breathe. Thank you for giving me the food to eat. Thank you for such a wonderful family. When you're in that mode of thanking yourself and every single thing around you, your energy shifts. That is also a brain hack. When your energy shifts, you'll start to become a magnet. You'll start to attract opportunities. You'll start to attract people. Whereas the opposite of this is people are always complaining. People are always toxic, always blaming. That energy is a repelling energy and opportunities will go far away. People will run away from you. People will not want to do business with you. You'll never be able to grow. So the hard things in life will be able to overcome that by making the hard decisions. In other words, you will be able to overcome every single situation in your life by making hard decisions. And those hard decisions are actually simple decisions. It's only hard in your own mind. So these are the 6 different ways I have tricked my brain to doing the hard things. And now I'm enjoying the process. My mentor says this. He says, it is not about the destination. It is about falling in love with the process on who you are becoming on your journey towards the destination. I'll repeat that. It is not about the destination. It is about falling in love with the process on who you are becoming as a person as you're going towards that destination. Nobody loves the process. Everybody wants the goal. Everybody wants that, more money, but they don't love the process on what does it take to get there. So if you want to do the hard things, fall in love with the process. What I would like to just recap is, first thing is, imagine that your mind is like a mobile OS. Okay, and there are different kind of applications. You got to update your operating system first, only then things will start to move forward. Second thing is, listen to the strangest secret in the world. That will help you make fast progress, but make sure you listen to it early in the morning and late in the night before you go to sleep. Number 3 is control your information inputs and don't watch the news. Only consume things that are going to be moving you forward. Number 4, make sure that your environment, the things around you and the people in your space are monitored and you're watched. You're actually cleaning and decluttering on a daily basis and a weekly basis. Number 5 is build a community of your own, because once you're in the space of leadership, you'll automatically grow. And finally, number 6 is be flexible on the methods, but be fixed on the vision. When you keep these 6 pointers in mind, you will be able to make progress faster than you can ever imagine. Thank you so much. Great to have you watching this video. Make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and you hit that bell notification so that you get more of these videos in the future. Cheers, God bless, and I'll catch you in the next one.